Chloe drops by Michael's house and, while they chat, slips into his mother Catherine's room. Their flirtation grows, yet Chloe's attention drifts toward Catherine, as if she's absorbing the older woman's presence. Catherine walks in, sees them, and breaks, hurt not only by the scene, but because days earlier she'd seen Chloe with her husband David. David, a charming college professor prone to flirting, once caught Catherine's eye leaving a bar with a man his age. That sight seeds doubt. In New York for a lecture, David turns down a dinner invitation, claiming it's his birthday and his wife awaits. Students celebrate. Things look normal. At home, Catherine stages a surprise party, but David calls to say he missed his flight. He'd actually stayed behind to be with another woman. Catherine masks her pain for the guests, then later, alone, removes makeup and spots Anna in the house. Michael shuts the door on her confrontation, deepening her isolation. David returns, apologizes. Catherine suggests an evening together, but he makes another excuse and leaves. She finds his phone and a message, a photo of him with another woman thanking him for the previous night. The truth lands. At a friend's dinner, David flirts openly. Catherine, feeling invisible, retreats to the restroom. There she comforts a crying woman who says, "Men can be so unfaithful." Catherine recognizes her as the escort she'd seen earlier. They share a quiet, understanding moment. Seeking answers, Catherine watches the young woman enter a bar again. The girl notices and sits beside her, asking Catherine to buy her a drink. When asked what she wants, the girl says, "Whatever you're having," and Catherine oddly relaxes. The girl admits she usually approaches men for money. It's her job, but this time she's chosen a woman. Catherine bluntly asks her to test David, see how he behaves when approached. The girl agrees and names herself Chloe, a new beginning. Chloe returns the next day and casually engages David. A small request, a smile, and he's hooked. He's clearly drawn to her. Catherine meets Chloe at a cafe. Chloe recounts the encounter, how sugar and a smile led David to her table, questions about education, a flirtatious exchange. Catherine admits she knew his type all along and asks Chloe how she does it. Chloe replies, "If you want someone to love you, stop criticizing them. They'll come back," then adds unexpectedly, "But then you came into my life." Catherine sits stunned. Catherine pays Chloe and asks one last meeting with David before it ends. That night she sees David texting. Elated, she knows it's Chloe. Passing Michael's door, she overhears him and Anna. Michael notices, and Michael slams the door, wounding Catherine. David comforts her with wine and nostalgia, saying he misses the old small gestures. Catherine relaxes. David closes the distance, and she doesn't pull away. Later, Catherine tells Chloe she might have overreacted and asked her to stop. Chloe admits she met David again. He confessed he wanted to kiss her, but hesitated because he was married, and they slipped away to a garden where they shared a moment. Catherine shatters. She calls involving Chloe her biggest mistake and storms out as Chloe pedals away on a bike. Meanwhile, Chloe continues to see David. He grows suspicious of Catherine's late nights. Chloe visits the clinic with reports and sees a family photo. Michael looks like his mother, striking Michael's interest. When Catherine is free, Chloe tells her they plan another afternoon rendezvous in a hotel. Michael senses tension but says nothing. Catherine rushes to the hotel after Chloe's message. In the room, Chloe, fresh from the encounter, describes the intimacy in vivid detail, leaving Catherine emotionally overwhelmed and craving what she once had with David. Catherine tastes wine left in David's glass and asks Chloe about her scent. Chloe says it's lotion. Chloe then asks if Catherine still loves David. Catherine breaks down, uncertain whether to leave or surrender. Chloe comforts her and draws near. Weeks later, at Michael's piano recital, Catherine watches David with simmering anger. After the performance, David kisses Michael's hand and detects the familiar lotion scent. He compliments it, then is pulled away by another woman. Catherine's patience snaps. She drags Chloe to a hotel and demands Chloe recreate the moment she described with David. Afterwards, Catherine orders Chloe to stop seeing David. Chloe readily agrees. Her focus has shifted to Catherine. Back home, David confronts Catherine suspiciously, accusing her of infidelity. She shoots back about his flirtations. The argument escalates. Michael overhears, pushes back. David scolds him, and Michael storms off. The next morning, Catherine panics over an email from Chloe and calls her. Chloe calmly says she's outside. Catherine offers money. Chloe, hurt, insists she didn't come for cash and walks out. Later, Chloe slips Michael a music CD and begins drawing him in. Catherine hears that same music from Michael's room and realizes Chloe gave it to him. She calls Chloe, demanding she stay away, and Chloe replies with a shock. Catherine should ask David. He called Chloe and said being with Catherine felt like betraying Chloe. The revelation rattles Catherine. Furious, Catherine arranges a meeting at the cafe where David and Chloe supposedly met. David arrives first and admits he lied about the flight. He dined with a student but swears nothing more. Chloe arrives and David asks who she is. In that instant, Catherine sees the truth. Chloe and David were never lovers. Chloe had fabricated stories to remain close to Catherine. Catherine confesses she hired Chloe to test David, and Chloe's lies deepened her doubt. David forgives her, reminds her she's beautiful, and professes his love. The story closes with Catherine wearing the hairpin Chloe once gave her, a quiet acknowledgement that although she didn't return Chloe's feelings, she respects them. And that is where the tale ends.